love being on the water, love being in the ocean, and then again, it's a great form of exercise. Mais, the general manager of the Jamaica Inn hotel here in beautiful Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Kyle, you paddleboard to work when you feel like. What's the reasoning behind it?
Isn't that a great way to be able to get to work, and what a great option, eh? These days when society is and civilization is taking over, and traffic jams and CO2 emissions, all of those things going on. I just, a number of reasons. I love being on the water, love being in the ocean, and then again, it's a great form of exercise. But when you think of it, we are also reducing our carbon footprint by not driving and using fossil fuels. So by using this means of transport, I'm helping to do some good for the environment, at least once a couple times a month. But it is just a great way to get to start the day, and why not when you have this amazing beach coastline, and then also with our sanctuary, it allows me to at least see what's going on. Because when you're paddleboarding, you have a good aspect to a good view of what's happening on the water, so you can literally see the corals and fish and see if there's anything going on that should be going on in the sanctuary on the way to work.
Yeah. How long does it take you to get from your home by paddleboat in comparison to taking your car and driving it?
So believe it or not, that's like it's a 15 minute, 20 minute, depending on the wind, paddle to get from home. And sometimes actually swim, that takes a little longer. But then I don't have any. Then I don't have my phone. But that's for another day. But paddleboard, 15 minutes. Now it's just over a kilometer. So it's actually a quick paddle, relatively speaking. Now, if you buck up some traffic like we've been having in Ocho Rios recently, you might take 15 minutes from Ocho Rios to get to the inn. So I wouldn't say that it's necessarily quicker, but it's certainly much more beautiful of view and much more scenic, and you're getting a little exercise. So all those positive things, so certainly outweigh the few more minutes it might take. It's just such a wonderful way to start the morning.
How difficult is it when you have to fight with the waves, when and the wind getting towards?
Sometimes it's challenging, like this morning. A little bit of a surf, a higher wave than we're used to, and wind, but it's practice. It's like riding a bike. You and I have ridden bikes up and down Jamaica. It's like riding a bike. So the more you ride, the more you paddle, or the more confident you get your balance. And there's a lot of different sizes. So anybody looking at wanting to start paddleboarding, it's popular now.
Mm-hmm.
And I mustn't forget too. The next thing too is yoga on a paddleboard, because it's unstable somewhat. So you get a better workout, and so it really is from a beginner all the way through to professional. Can be more you can challenge yourself based on the size of the board. Just the bigger boards, obviously more volume, more stability, and then you have the smaller boards which you go faster, but they're less stable. So you have to work harder, and you have to have some experience.
Talk to me about balancing on the paddleboard. Because you spoke about building core,
yes,
all of that, which is so important for the inner core, the body.
It uses a lot of different muscles that we're not accustomed to using all the time, and while we're walking or running. So you do need to have a very good strong core to, relatively speaking, or depending on how far you're going, depending on the waves. Your muscles in your legs are firing differently, to keep you stable, because it's always moving, and so they're always firing. So it's a good workout for your legs as well, and then you have your arms. So I prefer it to kayaking.
You're involved in a lot of environmental activities. In fact, the hotel won the 2019 Hospitality Jamaica RJR Gleaner Communications Group Hospitality Award for being eco-friendly.
Most environmental.
Tell me about some of those projects that the hotel has led or is involved in. You yourself are involved.
There is a number of them, initiatives that we've taken on over the years to green the hotel, and it is starting, from the smallest items, like changing out your light bulbs, your inverter, your equipment for like all your pumps, your ACs, fans, everything these days you can get smart motors that reduce electricity usage. We're looking at all the different ways that we can to activities to reduce it, or do something that will offset the amount of carbon that we are producing, correct? Unfortunately, it's inevitable that we do produce some carbon, and some of the activities we have do that, but so we're offsetting. We're trying to find all this. So one of the exciting things that we're implementing, and you're gonna love the fact that we've just added it's Jamaica. It's the first electric vehicle to EV charging stations at a hotel on the North Coast. So we've just added 2 charging stations, so folks can now travel, or guests can come to use their electric car, come to Jamaica Inn and charge up while they're staying here, or come for lunch and charge their vehicle, and then half an hour later jump back in their car and can continue their journey, which was very restrictive, and that's one of the reasons there's not been a lot of EV cars yet in Jamaica, because there hasn't been any charging stations. So we're a catalyst for allowing Jamaica to
breathe.
Jamaicans
to breathe.
To breathe. So to help us bring us into the into this world of sustainability and reduction of carbon and all of the blue economy, as we call it as well.